What's up everybody, BD Anthony here. In this video, I'm going to do the movie reviews that I've watched recently, or a couple days ago. And the first one I watched was Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And this movie, he plays as a former colonel who is forced to come out of retirement because his daughter is kidnapped by his former leader. And if he wants his daughter back, he needs to restore his former leader power. But if he doesn't, they'll kill her. But instead of doing that, he goes after him and rescue his daughter. Very kick-ass film. And I don't think there is no such thing as the worst Arnold Schwarzenegger film. And also, David Patrick Kelly is in this movie, and Bill Duke. And when I think of David Patrick Kelly, I always think of him in his best-known role in The Warriors. I thought he was excellent in this, and also in Warriors as well. Very kick-ass film, awesome film. Check this one out. And the next one I watched was Tales from the Hood. It's an anthology film. I've heard of the movie title for years, but I didn't know it was an anthology film. And this movie is about three drug dealers who go to this funeral director's home, and they just want the drugs, but instead the funeral director tells them 4 stories that have to do with the African American community. 4 stories has to do with 1, police corruption, domestic abuse, institutional racism, and gang violence. I gotta say, I love anthology films, and I really like this film, and I love horror. And I really, really love the artwork on this. And this is from a company called Shout Factory Scream Factory. This is why I like the artwork on these, because it's very creative. And this film is very well done as well. Check this one out as well. And the next one, also from Shout Factory Scream Factory, Candyman. And it's with Tony Todd and Virginia Madsen. And this movie is about a graduate student who is doing a research on myths, and she came across a character named, as you know, the Candyman. A spiritual murderous man with a hook for a hand. And she does not believe in myths, but everyone else in that part of town in Chicago does. And when she summons his name by saying his name 5 times in the mirror, without her knowledge, he is summoned, and because of that, he started killing people, and she ends up getting the blame because she's in that situation, and she gets arrested for it as well. And she tries to convince everybody the Candyman is real, and nobody believes her, and she tries so much to clear her name. Very creepy film. And I've heard about this movie for years because of Tony Todd. Tony Todd always plays creepy characters, especially horror flicks. Most of the time he plays horror flicks. There are occasions he has played in movies that are not horror flicks. Like, for example, Platoon, The Rock, and Transformers, where he plays the voice of the Fallon. If you guys like horror flicks, definitely check this one out. Very sick film. And also, Xander Berkeley is in this movie as well. When I think of Xander Berkeley, I always think of him as the mole in the movie Air Force One. And the next one, when I said I really like David Patrick Kelly in The Warriors, the next one is the one I watched was The Warriors, and this movie is about when a gang leader gets killed, and because of that, the Warriors are blamed for that situation. Every gang member are after the Warriors, and the moral of the story is the Warriors are trying to get back to their hideout safely while being chased by different types of gangs. Walter Hill did a really good job with this movie, and this made David Patrick Kelly famous, and also an actor I really liked is James Remar, who plays as Ajax, and this is how he became famous. He always plays tough guys, bad guys. And I also like Walter Hill's other film was, I'm trying to remember what. Oh yeah, Last Man Standing, and with Bruce Willis, which I'm also going to do a movie review on it. And I really love the Steelbook edition to this. Also, the artwork on this. And also comes with the original artwork poster of it as well. If you guys like gangster films, definitely watch this movie. I could watch this movie every day. I love it so much. And the next one I watched was from Shout Factory as well, and it's called A Midnight Clear, which has great casting. Includes Peter Berg, Kevin Dillon, Ari Gross, Ethan Hawke, Gary Sinise, Frank Whaley, and John C. McGinley. And this movie takes place almost the end of World War II, and these group of American soldiers are assigned to capture small group of German soldiers, and both American soldiers and German soldiers are both tired of the war, so they come up with a plan to surrender. And the plan would have gone smoothly if it weren't one of the American soldiers unaware of the plan. And because of that, the plan goes badly. I don't know why I hesitated there, but very good movie, especially great casting and great director as well, Keith Gordon. If you guys don't know who Keith Gordon is, he's also an actor as well who appeared in Back to School and John Carpenter's Christine, even though I never seen that film, but I know for a fact he was in it. And Kevin Dillon did a really good job in this movie as well, because I liked him in another war movie, also known as Platoon. Gary Sinise did an excellent job. Every actor in this movie did a really good job. If you guys like war films, definitely check this one out. And the last one I watched was Cobra, Sylvester Stallone. And in this, Sylvester Stallone plays as a street cop who got the job protecting the only surviving witness to a, let me just read this, to army of psychos who are been killing people from in the cars or in their homes. And the moral of the story is Sylvester Stallone and his partner tried to protect this surviving witness from the group of gangs. I could not believe when I looked on Rotten Tomatoes, the percentage of the movie was. I could not believe it did badly. It was that bad of a movie. Honestly, I really loved the movie. How could you not like this movie? Sylvester Stallone. That's another thing too. I don't think there is a such thing as a worse Sylvester Stallone movie. And this is also from Scream Factory, Shout Factory as well. I really like this movie. Well, these are the movies I've watched for the past couple days or weeks, for that matter. If you guys seen these movies, comment below and tell me what do you think of the movies. I would love to hear your guys' feedback. Have a good day, everybody.